Title of this video: You're not a targeted individual. It's gonna piss a lot of people off probably, but this is what, you know, is bothering me, because the thing is it doesn't matter what I say, it just seems that nobody listens. You know what I mean? You don't get it. Like, I started off freaking the fuck out. Like, all of you motherfuckers. Like, freaking the fuck out. I almost killed myself. I was home. Bro, my life collapsed, okay? Everything went to shit, okay? My mind started to fucking deteriorate. Because of all of this shit, I fucking lost my fucking mind, okay? I started off like everybody else, trying to fucking expose stupid shit like color coordinated fucking attacks with red and white and all that. That shit is fucking pointless. It will not advance you or evolve you in any fucking way to defeat this program. You are doing nothing but drawing more of that shit in, and you're making yourself more of a fucking target. Stop pointing out the fucking obvious. It will not do anything for any of us in this community. It will not help us against any of the attacks. It will not help us evolve. It will not help us do anything positive, okay? The more you focus on that shit, the more is going to come. It has a psychological effect on your mind if you focus your attention and energy on to the attacks. You have to pretend they don't fucking exist. The only things that you can't pretend that don't exist, okay, are when your fucking bank account gets closed, when the government stops producing your government identification, so you can't get a job, can't get your license, you can't advance, you can't do shit. The government completely cuts you off from any income source you might gain from the government, like welfare, disability, fucking pension, like shit like that. That's when your life fucking collapses and you're gonna fucking suffer heavily, okay? All this bullshit about fucking helicopters, that's not happening to you, okay? Let me explain something to you, how this fucking program works, because everybody just feels like they're a fucking targeted individual nowadays. You know what I mean? I was one of the first targeted individuals to be sitting there talking about this shit. One of my videos got over 63,000 fucking views, okay? And 3,000 comments of all targeted individuals agreeing with me with their experience, okay? And obviously fucking agents of the Matrix in there telling me that they're sending more fucking, you know, they're sending more handlers for my fucking case, and they're on their way and all types of crazy shit. But anyways, it happens like this, okay? You're not just a targeted individual, okay? And you don't just get level priority fucking things like high level priority assignments and attacks from agents, okay? It don't happen like that, okay? They don't even fucking know who you are yet. You think you're doing fuck all on Facebook. You think because you're sharing fucking information about the Illuminati and fucking exposing governmental corruption and exposing the fucking gang stalking and all that shit on your little tiny fucking Facebook page with your 300 fucking friends, you think that shit is gonna get you targeted? You think they fucking... Bro, I'm telling you, they're only going after people that pose a threat to the establishment. What is a threat to the establishment? Let's talk about that, okay? Let's be fucking real, okay? You being on your little dinky little fucking Facebook, you know, you have no fucking influential power, you have no power, you have no reach, you pose absolutely no threat to their program or to the fucking establishment. They will not exhaust their fucking resources on you until you become a top level fucking priority, okay? And to get on that fucking list, to get on that level, to have the color coordination used, those are petty fucking things, bro. Those are baby, that's the fucking beginning, that's nothing. That's fucking pussy class shit. The frequencies, no, it's not happening, okay? Let me tell you something, we're all getting hit by frequencies. They do not tune in to one fucking individual. The frequencies are literally like Wi-Fi signals. They're fucking hitting everybody. Everyone's getting hit. Non-targeted and targeted people. They are not tuning directly in onto you. Unless you're Alex Jones, unless you're fucking JFK, unless you're fucking Tupac, unless you're somebody that has millions and millions and millions and millions of followers, and you've exposed governmental corruption and the elite on a fucking mass scale. That's when they can start to figure out your frequency, tune in frequencies to attack you. But guess what? there's ways to deflect those frequencies, and it's not wearing a fucking tin hat. This is a spiritual... This is a fucking spiritual war, okay? If you do not have God, if you do not invest yourself into the Word of God, if you do not pray, things like, no weapon formed against me shall prosper in Jesus' name. Those who plot death against me shall fall into their own traps in Jesus' name. Okay? If you do not tap into this power, if you do not tap into this, you stand absolutely no chance in this program. You will deteriorate, you will die, you will lose your money, you will get your ID stopped getting printed by the government, you will be squeezed into a homeless shelter, then the homeless shelter will attack you in every single element, through your water, through your food, in your mind. They will fuck up your progression. They will make it so you cannot get a job, you cannot prevail, you cannot get an income, and what the fuck will you do? What can you do? Nothing, except for sit there and fucking rot and die. I know, because I've been homeless in and out of the streets since I was 15 years old, and I'm looking at these motherfuckers dying, okay? And I'm the only tough, still young buck fucking ready to go. I'm fucking like, yeah? You guys think you're gonna fuck me up? You think you're gonna take everything from me? Well, guess what? Even if you did take everything from me, even if you took all my money, even if you took my incomes, even if you took away my ability to reach people on the internet, you fucking just wiped me the fuck right up. And I'm sitting there like this, on a sidewalk, outside of a homeless shelter, with no chance of survival in this fucking world, okay? That's what it comes down to. Until you've, you know what I mean, hit that point, you're not really a targeted individual, okay? Until you've done something miraculous to put yourself on a top priority list, you are not a targeted individual. This is what makes you a targeted individual, okay? The only way that you could become a targeted individual without actually posing a threat to the establishment is being a Christian, okay? That's the only other way, where you didn't even have to have a Facebook, a YouTube, or anything else, and you didn't even expose any corruption on any level, okay? That's the only category that can make you a targeted individual for absolutely no reason, without actually going up the scale, okay? So, and those are the people that were born into this attack, because Jesus, it was all about Jesus. Jesus was the first targeted individual to ever exist, okay? He was the first one to be attacked, okay? And he was killed because he was the truth, okay? And they, you know, they did everything they could to, you know, to go against him because he was the truth, and they didn't believe him. But anyways, that's what we go through, okay? We are the truth, and nobody believes us and says we're fucking crazy. They said the same thing about Jesus Christ. He was the originator of this idea, okay? So you need to know where this shit originates from before you can even consider yourself a part of something that you're not a part of. Unless you're a Christian, unless you were, you know, God, you're a child of God, that's the only other way that you'll become a targeted individual without actually working your way up the scale, okay? So in my case, when I was 17, I never grew up with God. My parents weren't about God. Nobody said God in front of me. When I hit 17 years old, me going to jail, me being in the streets, God's people are the lost, broken, the lame, the weak, the homeless, you know, the whatever, right? Those are God's people, okay? The lost and the broken. I was lost and broken from 14 years old all the way up, homeless since I was 14 years old. So I had no father. My dad died when I was 18. God became my father. He stepped in because I was a lost and broken child, and he seen that, and he felt that, and he looked at me, and I didn't believe in him. And I actually got upset one day. I looked at the sky and I cried. I had tears pouring down my face. I had a warrant for my arrest. I was on a run. I haven't slept for days. I'm starving to death. I'm fighting people. I'm doing all types of evil. I'm kicking doors in and robbing people just to put food in my mouth and clothes on my back. And you know what? God said, I have something for you, because you never wanted this, and I know your heart. I know your intent, God. So I looked up and I said, you're a piece of shit. I said, you know what? If there is a God, you have no love in you. You are not a loving God. You did not show me no love. And you know what? God felt that. It hurt God. And he was like, you know what? You're right. I never showed you my love. You've never felt the love of God, and you deserve a chance. And I wasn't like, out of hurt and out of pain is why I said that, and I screamed at the sky. I was swearing. People are looking out their windows like, what the fuck's wrong with this kid? I'm fucking screaming at the top of my lungs out in the middle of public, looking at the sky, screaming, I hate you, God, fuck you. I'm cursing at God, you know what I mean? And guess what? 3 days later, I ended up in jail, in a jail cell, and guess what was in my cell? A Bible. And I said, okay, alright, you want to try to, like, you know what I mean? And then I ended up getting moved into a different cell, and guess what? In that cell, there was a Bible. So, I'm like, okay, it's a little weird, whatever. I ask everybody else, I'm like, yo, you guys got a Bible in your cell? They're like, no. Fuck what I want. If I had one, I would use the paper to roll a fucking joint, you know what I mean? Like, and yeah, we were getting weed when we were in jail. Okay, people hoop it up their ass and they bring it in jail. Anyways, that's besides the point. But, bottom line is, you're not a targeted individual, man. Like, all these people are, like, involving themselves because they have nowhere else to be. But, you know what I mean? And they seen a phenomena they thought was fucking, you know, related to their shit. And these people are running around with their fucking heads chopped off, making the real targeted individuals look like fucking idiots. You know, and you guys are fucking the game up. It's just like Lil Pump entering the rap game. He's fucking the game up. These people are fucking the game up, bud. You know, they're not the real deal, okay? And anytime I say some real shit to target individuals, to some of them, you know what I mean, they just immediately call me a fucking gang stalker. I've been wearing red since I was a fucking kid. That doesn't mean I'm a gang stalker. That is, you're out of your... This is why, bro, you're fucking the game up, okay? It don't matter if these motherfuckers are wearing red or not. They're doing that to distort your fucking mind, because now you're gonna look at every single human being that is wearing red. There's red right there. And you're gonna be like, gang stalker, you're gang stalking me, you're fucking, everybody's gang, You know what I mean? That's what they want. And that's exactly what you're allowing to happen. That's what you're doing to yourself. You know what I'm saying? I am not going to be a victim of this shit. I was at one point in time when my mind was not strong enough to fucking elevate to this level, okay? I was a victim to this program, and then I became a fucking warrior and a conqueror of this fucking program. Guess what? These motherfuckers couldn't do nothing to me. They can't hurt me. They sent contract killers to come fucking hit me up, okay? They failed. They fucking missed, okay? I'm telling you right now, because I grew up in the streets with fucking hitters. How are you going to send a killer to me when I grew up around kill? I know how they think. I know how they operate. I know they still got a fucking heart. I know dudes that kill people that fucking have they're the most caring motherfuckers in the world. You know what I mean? So, they don't scare me. You know what I mean? Killers and fucking demons don't scare me. I came from that shit. You can't scare me with that. I already fucking conquered that shit, made it out with all my teeth in my mouth. Okay, so let me explain to you something. I try to help the community. All these other motherfuckers in the community, what are you doing? You ain't doing shit. You're not making a YouTube channel. You're not fucking putting your face out there. You're not fucking taking risks for the community. You're not fucking showing people how to protect themselves away from being hacked, protect themselves away from being infiltrated. Listen, if you have God, none of these attacks have any effect on you, okay? If you're a true child of God, if you're a true spiritual warrior, these attacks only at a certain time had a fucking effect on you in your life, okay? The worst case scenario that can happen, like I said, is all your incomes get cut off. The government stops printing your ID, which happened to me. You get wiped off the internet, which happened to me. I had 5 verified pages. They wiped me right out. I was making money. I was on my way to move up financially in my life to 6-7 figures, and they fucking kick my legs out because they don't want that. Because if somebody like me reaches 1 million people or makes $1 million, their establishment is as threatened as when fucking Tupac made the album Illuminati. Okay, and if you don't know shit about that, then you don't know fuck all anyways. So you shouldn't even be talking about being a fucking targeted individual, because the main targeted individuals in the world were Jesus Christ, like, let's think, Tupac, like JFK, Martin Luther King, people like that, okay? You have to reach a fucking level like Tupac before you're ever gonna get a fucking helicopter on you, before you're ever gonna get, like, full out fucking real shit happening, okay? Everything else is you're manifesting that. You're making us look stupid, okay? The law of attraction is very powerful. What you decide to focus your energy and attention to will manifest, okay? So acknowledge it, understand it, know that you're above it, look away from it, and focus on the fucking goal, and then help people overcome it and empower your community. That's what you need to do. Everything else is a fucking idiot move. You guys are fucking the game up, okay? I will be the most hated motherfucker. I'm always gonna be the most hated, realest motherfucker to say the truth. I don't care about your feelings. I care about what's real. Okay, that's it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just telling you that you guys are doing the wrong shit. I make a fucking video. You guys don't even have a lot of these. Fuck, like these people don't have any chance, and I feel for you. You know, I feel for you because if you're not willing to evolve and advance yourself and educate yourself and prepare yourself spiritually for this fucking war, you stand no chance. That is your fucking choice. If you deny the shit that I'm giving to you that has been working for me, you guys are still under attack. I'm not. Will it come back? Fuck yeah, it will. Will my fucking incomes get smashed again? For sure. You know, but I'm thinking of other ways to build incomes in a fucking realm where they can't touch. Okay? And you ignored that too. You didn't pay attention to that either. I'm showing you people. I've showed you ways to make money. Okay? Ways that I've made money to fucking eat while they cut my fucking my shit right off. While I couldn't get a job, I was on fucking disability. They cut my check off, couldn't get it back. I applied for my ID, it didn't show up. I applied for it again, it didn't show up. I applied for it again, it didn't show up. Then I applied again, and then the government said, sorry, we sent you 3 IDs and we can't produce anymore until those get returned. They never got returned. I called Canada Post. They never went through the system. What the fuck is going on? The government's lying. The government is aware of me because I have a fucking video that has over 63,000 views and 3,000 comments. I pose a fucking threat to the establishment now. Now you're on a high priority level fucking program. Now you're getting the real shit happen. Now the red and white cars are fucking pulling up and then stopping and then going like this and then going like that and then leaving and then there's nobody there. And there's no cars and you're like, what the fuck just happened? Okay, cool. Moving on. Okay, and then all of a sudden, people are putting pieces of metal in your fucking food at the homeless shelter for you to swallow that will rip your intestines, your fucking colon, and everything else inside of you and make you internally bleed and fucking die. Okay, then shit like that starts happening. Then the homeless shelters wake you up at 12 midnight out of fucking nowhere and say, pack your shit and get out. And it's the only homeless shelter in the town, and they know that. And they do it when you have no money and you're working a full-time job. So you lose your fucking job. You have to sleep outside, and you have nowhere to fucking go. And they got their fucking foot on your throat. That's what I had to go through. I slept in a sleeping bag on the fucking ground in a park, and I had to go to work from 12 lunchtime until 12 midnight and work fucking 12-hour shifts doing fucking dishes, okay? You can't tell me nothing about being a TI, okay? I've been through shit that you fucking couldn't fathom. You guys are not targeted individuals. You are not on the list, and you have to fucking apply yourself to get to that fucking point, okay? Salute.